Welcome to my channel. Today we're bringing you an important update. Please subscribe for more news. In Niger, a delegation from the Russian Ministry of Defense visited the office of the head of state in Niamey on June 2nd NP. The president of the National Council for the Protection of the Fatherland and head of state, Brigadier General Abdourahamane Tiani, received the delegation, which was led by the Deputy Minister of Defense of the Russian Federation, Colonel General Evkurov Lunus-Bek. No statement was made following their meeting. Let us recall that on December 4, 2023, the head of state had already received the Russian Deputy Minister of Defense, Colonel General Yunus-Bek Yevkurov, in Niamey during a working visit. During this visit, Yevkurov had a working session with the Minister of State for National Defense, Lieutenant General Salifo Modi. Following this session, a Multisectoral Cooperation Memorandum between Niger and the Russian Federation was signed. To further strengthen this cooperation, on March 26, 2024, Brigadier General Abdourahamane Tiani had an extended telephone conversation with Vladimir Putin, President of the Russian Federation. The agenda included several topics of common interest and international news. Recalled the communications service of the Presidency of Niger. This meeting was attended by Brigadier General Mohammed Toumba, Minister of State for the Interior, Public Security and Territorial Administration Colonel Ibro Amadou Bakaro, Chief of Staff to the President of the CNSP, and Dr. Soumana Boubacar, Minister and Director of the President's Cabinet. In July 2023, Niger's military seized power in a coup just 2 years after the country's first transition to civilian rule. This event has highlighted the influence of foreign countries in Niger's politics. Before the coup, France and the US were Niger's primary security allies. However, the coup leaders, led by General Abdourahamane Tiani, openly expressed hostility towards France, the former colonial ruler, and ordered the French military to depart. Now, the focus of many in Niger has shifted to Russia. Since the coup, several analysts have underscored Russia's role. Some believe Russia may have had a direct or indirect influence on the military takeover. Others, including myself, contend that Russia is tightening its influence over Niger and stands to benefit from the recent coup. This became apparent with the recent agreement between Russia and Niger to develop military ties. Although the specifics of this partnership remain unclear, Russia has pledged to enhance the combat readiness of Niger's military. Additionally, there are discussions about collaboration in agriculture and energy sectors. Having researched the region's security dynamics for over a decade, I see the Niger junta's alignment with Russia as having significant implications for peace and security, both regionally and beyond. I have identified 3 main potential impacts for Niger and its allies' escalation of tensions between Niger and France, strained relations between Niger and its regional allies, potential disruption of a $13 billion gas pipeline project from Nigeria to the European Union through Niger. After the 2023 coup, France and the regional economic bloc ECOWAS threatened to use force to reinstate the deposed president. In response, Russia issued a warning against such actions. The military junta expelled French soldiers, leading France to close its embassy in Niger. The US reduced its military and economic cooperation, cutting aid by over $500 million and removing Niger from its duty-free export program. The European Union also imposed sanctions, prompting Niger to cancel its security and migration agreements with the bloc. ECOWAS imposed sanctions on Niger, prompting Nigeria to halt electricity supply and impose additional sanctions, leading to Niger's weakened and isolated state amid growing insecurity. Rather than yielding to pressure, the junta sought new partnerships with Russia and China. Alongside Mali and Burkina Faso, Niger announced its withdrawal from ECOWAS. Russia, positioning itself as a reliable ally, engaged in diplomatic visits and discussions on military and economic cooperation with Niger. The Wagner Group, backed by Russia, established security arrangements in neighboring countries like Mali and Burkina Faso, with operations in Africa rebranded as Africa Corps. Russian military advisors and mercenaries have been active in Mali since 2021, while military hardware was delivered to the country in 2022. There are 3 primary potential consequences for Niger and its allied nations. Firstly, a potential increase in tensions between Niger and France could arise if Niger grants uranium exploration rights to Russia, affecting French companies holding existing licenses. Niger's suspension of new mining licenses and ongoing audit of existing ones could impact French interests. France is committed to safeguarding its economic interests in Niger. The outcome depends on the evolution of the partnership between Russia and Niger, particularly regarding how Niger plans to finance its portion of any military collaboration. If this involves the Wagner Group, similar to security partnerships between Russia and Burkina Faso and Mali, the issue of mining concessions may arise. Mali and Burkina Faso have compensated Wagner's involvement by offering mining concessions in exchange for arms, ammunition, and mercenaries. Secondly, any security alliance involving the Wagner Group could deepen discontent between Niger and its regional allies, notably Nigeria, Chad, and Cameroon. After the coup, Niger's withdrawal from the G5 Sahel, aimed at coordinating security in the region, shifts focus to its role in the multinational joint task force. Concerns arise over Niger's partnership with Wagner due to its human rights record, potentially impacting collaboration with other task force members like Nigeria, Chad, Cameroon, and Benin. Russia's involvement could disrupt the EU-funded gas pipeline from Nigeria through Niger, affecting EU-Russia relations. The junta might exploit the pipeline project for financial gains, bolstering Russia's influence. Additionally, Niger's allowance of illegal migration towards Europe poses further challenges for the EU. The junta's restoration of democracy should be prioritized over force, with selective lifting of sanctions to foster dialogue and diminish Russia's sway. Thank you for watching our video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more content. Looking forward to seeing you in the next video.